And our early years shape so much of who we become, right, as
Mhm.
adults in our life. So can you tell us a little bit about your own upbringing, Eddie? What was your childhood like? The biggest influences in your life, your parents and family, and what would you say, has contributed to making you who you are today?
You don't know this, but I'm actually writing an article about this now.
Ah,
Uh, for Women's History Month, I started to think about the women specifically. In my book I wrote, 140 Simple Messages to Guide Emerging Leaders,
yes.
uh, I talk about my family influences in the first section, right? So be it my dad, my mom, and what they did for me, my uncles and aunts, my grandparents, the legacy, uh, they made me who I am today. But specifically this for the month of March, I'm going to be talking about the women in my life, right? So my mom, my wife, my sister, I have a daughter now. Didn't know I'd ever
Mhm.
be a dad. I'm an old dad, but I'm a dad now. And so what those women have done for me, who are family related, but I'm going to highlight some very important women who've helped me professionally, because I think it's important to shine a light on these individuals who, when I think about where I'm at, I just wouldn't be here without them. And there's an education that we have to have as men about how to comport ourselves. And some of those things we can't learn from other men. We must learn them from other women in our lives. And in these cases, the cases, the ones I'm going to share with you, these women have really just lifted me up and helped elevate me in a way that, number one, I couldn't have done myself. Number two, and in a way that allows me to shine. And so, just in fact, Jennifer, who I'm talking about, I think I've said her name 5 times now. That's not because I'm trying to just say Jennifer, 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 but it really is. She's made a tremendous impact on my life. And who knew this would be the case, right?
Mhm.
And it happened just at a point where it needed to. I was happy running my business. I didn't want to stop running my business. In fact, I wondered, was I making the right decision when I joined Leakage, quite frankly. 6 months in, I can tell you I absolutely made the right decision. I absolutely loved it. But coming in, I was a little nervous. But I trusted her. So it was that relationship to where I said, okay, it took a lot for me to start my business. Things are a little different than I'd like them to be because of COVID, right?
Mhm.
All of us took a hit. But I said, I still love my independence. I love what I'm doing.
Mhm.
But if I'm going to take a gamble, I think I could take a gamble with somebody like her. Had anybody else been making me the offer, it's likely I would not have joined. So she has a direct role in what I'm doing right now. So yeah, so I'm going to highlight some of those women, and I won't tell you all 10 right now, but I've told you about Jennifer, I've told you about my mom, my sister, my wife, my daughter. But there's just going to be 10 fascinating women who I think are amazing, and I want more of the world to know that they're amazing.
Wow. Yeah, look forward to reading that, Eddie. That's amazing. And can you share a little bit about your parents? What did they do?
My parents never got a college education, and that's why I talk about the difference between having schooling and having education. So they didn't have the schooling. They didn't complete paperwork and grades
Mhm.
at a university, but were very educated, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Right, educated in terms of life. And
Yeah.
so my hard work ethic came from my dad, and my
Mhm.
dad, who did not. He worked in a steel mill, which was something that you did coming out of coming out of high school. You didn't go to college, you went straight to the steel mill in those days. And you would work there for 30 years and retire, get a gold watch, and then, live life. The paradigm changed in the 80s. So that was no longer the case. And so he was constantly being laid off. As a
Mhm.
result of being laid off, he went back to school and learned a skill. And so he started a new vocation, and that's why he taught us to be multi-talented, multi-skilled. Don't allow just one
Mm.
person to control your destiny. That was the lesson he instilled in us from that. My mom is just an amazing woman who I never understand how she's able to accomplish what she's accomplished. She could make a dollar go so far, and I still ask her today. I'm like, I don't have what she has. Right? She's far more accomplished than me in any way. I just can't explain it. But she did. And her and my dad got divorced when I was like 13, and it was a struggle for the
Mhm.
rest of our time. And she made it work, and she always made sure we had what we needed. And so I just love her to death, and I take my hat off to her. My dad died when I was 21, I think.
Oh,
So he's been gone for
lovely.
quite a while.
Mm,
But my mom, she and I, we were always close, but we've been closer, I think, obviously, as a result of after all of that.
mm.
But she was the person who I credit for my oratory skills because of how she read to me every night. Her example, her patience, her empathy, how I treat women, all of that I attribute to my mom.
We have to say thank you to your mom. No, that's so beautiful, and I love the distinction between schooling and education, because real education is, can you be a good person, not just have
Yes,
a degree. Yeah.
yes.
Yes.